So now you're ready to add questions to your quiz. If you've just walked through the step of settings, you can simply hit Save and Display. That will take you to this page and you'll be on the Quiz tab. If you are editing an existing exam that already had questions, you would go to the Questions tab and you could adjust from here by hitting the trash can to remove items or clicking the Add button. If it's a brand new quiz, when you're on the Quiz tab, you'll see that no questions have been added yet. So I want to add some questions. So I'm going to click the Add Questions link. Now up here at the top, I'm seeing the maximum grade. This is defaulting to 10. If I want this to be worth 100, I can check that number and hit Save. Often people think the maximum quiz score is within the settings. It's actually on the questions page. To add questions, I'm going to click here where it says Add. There's the arrow, and I'm going to say From Question Bank. I do have the ability to add new questions here, but I've already stored questions within my question bank. When this window pops up, I'm going to select the category, and then I can either click this button, which will select all of these questions, or if there's certain ones I want to offer, I would simply check those boxes. When I'm done, I scroll to the bottom and say Add Selected Questions to the quiz. So now I've added 5 questions, and let's say I want to add a couple of random questions. This time I'm going to click Add, click the arrow, and go to Random Questions. I'm going to go to that same category and say Add 5 random questions, and then click Add Random Questions. By doing that step, the first 5 questions all students will have on their quiz no matter what. But for the other 5 questions, it will pull 5 random questions from that category, and it will not duplicate any of the 5 I have selected. So I've added a total of 10 questions, and I can see that up here, but the grades will be adjusted to a 100-point scale. I can check this box to shuffle the order of the questions. So while students, even if I've selected that they're all going to have the identical set of questions, I can choose to shuffle the order of those questions. When building the questions, you also assigned a weight. Now in this case, these are all multiple choice questions. I weighted them at 1. If I had had an essay question, which generally requires more thought, more work, I may have weighted it with a different amount, such as 10 points, and that would be reflected here. When you're all done, click Save. You'll notice the tabs at the top. I can always click Quiz to go back to that. Here are the settings where I determine the name, the timing. The Questions tab reflects the exact questions that will be on the quiz. Results is where I would check to see student attempts on it. If I want to return to the main course page, I'm going to click this link up here that has my course name. I hope this video helps.